Hello. I'd like to introduce my lesson lecture number 5 for all education and master's programs according my author's course, Methods and Tools of Critical Thinking in Art. And number lesson um, 5 is different. I'd like to share with my presentation. Yeah, this is okay. How about critical thinking tools? We are mentioned in the name of our in the name of our um, course. The purpose of course to characterize the methodological tools of critical thinking. There are some keywords like analysis, synthesis, hypothesis, substantiation, argumentation, and analogy, and um, structural analysis, alternative questioning, meiotics, value judgments. Okay, according to our content, we hear the buzzword critical thinking a lot of these days, and that's good. A healthy democracy needs critical thinkers as many as possible. But while it's easy to say critical thinking, there is a confusion about what exactly that means. Part of that is because critical thinking is not just one thing, one technique, or one approach. Critical thinking is a varied set of different tools we can use to look more carefully at an idea. Um, a thinker who has lots of critical thinking tools is ready to look at a huge variety of ideas or problems and find the best way to approach each one. No single thinking tool can unlock every issue. I don't trust people who say it can, but having more tools means you're ready to think critically about ideas, issues, and messages in more ways. You won't use every tool, every every problem, but it is helpful. All these tools are in your tool belt when you need them. There are others. This list isn't complete, but I hope it points you in the right direction and makes you curious. Don't stop looking because there are others. The first tool we are going to look at today from tool of critical thinking. What is critical thinking? According to Professor Rob and this link. Okay, Richard Paul and Linda Elder says these 9 intellectual standards can be found in any art of human thought. First, clarity, ясность. Clarity, it is it clear and understandable, or is it confusing? Second one, accuracy. Are the facts true, correct, with no mistakes or distortions? Third one, precision. Does it give the level of specific detail we need? Relevance. Does the information we have fit the topic and get us closer to the central question or problem? Depth. Does it look deeply into the idea to find relationship, complexity, and the connections to deeper, big ideas? Does it acknowledge it? Acknowledge the things we don't know yet. Глубина, изучает ли он. Идея глубоко, чтобы найти связи, сложности, связи более глубокими масштабными идеями. Признает ли он того, чего мы еще не знаем? Number 6, breadth. Shurata. Does it look at various points of view, witherness, and a balance? Does the writer seem willing to have their mind changed by a new perspective? Logic. um, Logic, do ideas fit together without contradictions? Сочетаются ли логика идей без противоречий? Правильно ли используют доказательства? Yeah? Is evidence used properly? Do the conclusions fit the evidence? Соответствуют ли выводы доказательствам? And number 8, significance. Significance, значимость, важен ли этот вопрос? Is this issue important? Are you focusing on the areas of the topic that matter? Важен ли этот вопрос? Сосредотачиваетесь ли вы на важных областях темы? Да? And fairness, справедливость. Have you tried to be unbiased and checked with the viewpoint might be suppressed or ignored? Справедливость, что касается справедливости, да, старались мы быть беспристрастными, проверяли мы такие точки зрения, можно подавлять или игнорировать. Have you tried to be unbiased and check within viewpoints might be suppressed or ignored? We are letting those with power decide how. A variety approaches to the process of developing critical thinking skills. According to Vienna Halper's book, Basic Intellectual Skills of Critical Thinking, this is analysis, consciousness, promotion, formulation, development of hypotheses, and establishment and creation, search for analogies, metaphors, activation of early and acquired knowledge, activation of cause and effect relationship, significance analysis, comparison of opposition, counterargument, argument, assessment and validity, generalization of ideas, exploring other points of view. According to Bonney, skills related to critical thinking, this is a finding analogy and other types of relationship between pieces of information to structure and solve a problem. According to Bonney, finding and evaluation solutions or alternative ways of dealing with the problem, identifying the problem in the context of information, an algorithm for the formation of critical thinking. We are exploring the main elements and indicators through the formulation of sequential questions, critical thinking. What is the purpose of this learning activity? What is known? What to do or what thinking skills allow you to achieve your goal? Has the goal been achieved? There are some questions for self-control. Describe a variety of approaches to the process of developing critical thinking skills. First one. Next one is describe the main elements and indicators of critical thinking through the formulation of sequential questions. Первый вопрос: опишите разнообразие подходов к процессу формирования критического мышления. Yeah, variety approaches. Please describe, yeah, to the process of developing critical thinking skills. And next one is характеризуйте, второй вопрос, характеризуйте основные элементы показателей критического мышления через постановку последовательных вопросов. What can be sequential questions? Последовательные, yeah, is sequential. It contain maybe there are many different stages. You have to do formulation by sequential questions, and to achieve your goal. Okay. And some recommended literature, this is the Butinka Critical Thinking Meets Theory Practice, Albert Treatise of Critical Mind, Anderson Think, Try, Develop, Kahneman, Slovy, Tversky, Decision Making, and certainly Rules and Biases. Edward Bono, Teach Your Child to Think. A tool of critical thinking. What is critical think? Professor Owen, I just mentioned on the beginning of my lecture. This is link. You can find this. You can find this link and to watch video. Okay, maybe we'll try do it together. From overhand, from overhand, I will try to find it. An internet. I'm searching in YouTube. Well,
Poly mailers are a great way to package your products. And with Sticker Mule, ordering custom poly mailers has never been easier or faster. Our poly mailers ship in 4 days or less, so you can ship your t-shirts, products, or startup swag in your custom mailers all over the world. Our poly mailers are durable and tear resistant. With easy ordering, fast delivery, and print runs starting at just 50 units, Sticker Mill is the internet's favorite place to get custom poly mailers. Click here to get $10 off when you sign up at stickermill.com.
Sorry for advertisement.
This is Rob Awahan. Today, we're going to talk about the tools of critical thinking. You might be watching this for one of my classes, or you might have found this some other way. Either way, welcome. I'm glad you're here. And if you found this by a recommendation or from a search, I hope this is exactly the thing you're looking for. Critical thinking is a buzzword that we hear a lot these days. And that's great. It is important to have a lot of critical thinking in a democratic society. You can use to look at it too, with people telling us how the world is. Their hammer has a specific purpose, and their hammer also has what's true, what's clarity. It's not every idea is simple, but every idea can be explained clearly. Accuracy. Are the facts true? Are they correct? Are there mistakes or are there distortions? Are they twisted? And somebody's saying, here's what the fact means when that doesn't seem like what the fact actually means. Okay. When somebody's making mistakes, it might mean that they're careless, or it might mean that they are trying to manipulate you. Precision. How much detail are they giving? Are they saying things like, so many people think this? Or are they saying things like 85% of men and 72% of women agree, according to a 2015 study? Precision shows you that somebody has done their homework, done their research. Relevance. Does the information we're looking at fit the topic we're discussing? Does this discussion get us closer to the central question, to the key issue or the key problem? Depth. Does the person giving this message look deeply into the idea? Are they finding relationships, complexity, and connections? Are they finding the deeper, bigger ideas that the issue connects to? And another part of depth is, does the person recognize the areas they don't know? Here are the questions we don't have answers to, or here's the data we wish we had, but we don't. Okay, that's part of depth. Breadth. Breadth means looking at a variety of views. Different people, different groups have a lot of different ways of looking at things or see different sides of an issue. Is the writer that you're reading showing that they have learned what different people think about the topic? Does the writer seem willing to have their minds changed? Are they open-minded to new views? Logic. Do ideas fit together? Is evidence used properly? Do the conclusions that the person makes fit the evidence that they've given? Have they given enough evidence? Okay, significance is the next one. Significance means, is this issue important? Is there a reason to care about it? Does it matter? People who focus on the important issues instead of using unimportant issues to distract us. Those are the thinkers that we should be paying attention to. Finally, fairness. When this person describing this message to you talks about other people's viewpoints, are they unbiased? Another part of fairness is making sure that we check about viewpoints that might be suppressed or ignored. There are always people in an issue who have more power, who have more ability to tell everybody their view. And there are also always people who have less power, who have trouble getting their view out in front of the cameras. A quality thinker is paying attention to who has the power and who is being ignored in order to make sure that we're looking at everyone's view, not just the view of the people who already have power. These are the 9 features of high quality thinking, and you can find them anywhere, any academic field. If you find publishing or presentations with these 9 things, you've found a quality thinker. And if you find that some of these are missing, then start to hold back some of your trust, and that will help you to recognize.
And thank you for attending my lecture. I hope you really enjoyed and to find for your research work, and you surely introduced for some tools of critical thinking. Yeah, thank you and goodbye. See you on next my lecture number 6.